What's good, guys? Today, Lacy, he just dropped a new song called Mercury. This song is fire, so I had to make something for it, right? It has like the Latin X Spanish vibe. It makes me wanna. It's like a Latin vibe, Afro vibe. So today I'm gonna be making a beat like that. So this is the beat I have. Wait, the harmonies coming in. That shit's hard. Started off with the piano. I say for these types of beats, either have a dusty piano or a guitar. I cannot play guitar, so I had to stick with the piano. I went into Steinway D, and we used the Steinway D piano, right? The key we are in is, I find the key by going to these three things, and I think it's minor, right? So minor, natural, aeolian, and I just go on each note until all the notes are covered, or most of the notes are covered. I think it's an F sharp minor. Not all the keys will be covered in most cases, most of them should be, but yeah. So now we use the B, and then we use the G sharp. This is a G sharp diminished. It has the 7th on it. G sharp is the second in the G sharp minor scale, so it's, and we go up to the C, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So it's kind of like on the offbeat. So these are the notes that give you the bossa nova feel on the second beat and the end of the third beat. So halfway through the third beat, and then you use the bass notes for some accents. We have one on the 1, on the 2, and then we have one on the 4th part of the second beat, right? Then we go to C in the bass note. This is a C sharp major 7th chord, right? So it goes from G sharp minor to C sharp major, right? But the B is at the bottom, so it's inverted. C in the scale of F sharp minor is the 5th. So we go from the 2 to the 5th to F sharp. So it's a 2-5-1, right? So many different stuff use this 2-5-1 method. This is a 2-5-1 in minor, which often is used in bossa nova to transfer us to the 1. We're just going down the scale, get to the F. At the top here, we build up to G sharp A, which would go to B, right? Because we're building up in the scale. But the B's at the bottom, so we just have it there. Randomize the velocities, Option R or Alt R on PC, accept. I would add some like sketch cassette or something to this. I literally have not finished mixing this beat. That's why everything's at the same level. Right? It gives it a little more grit, a little more realistic. Some of my other favorites, Reels is nice and makes it real. RC20, obviously, that's the most popular one. There's Vibes and a bunch of other ones. That's perfect. Oh, see that tone? Just makes it sound like an old Spanish man's playing the piano. That might be racist. Next, we added some vocals from Play. Play is an East-West plugin, and the bank I use is East-West Hollywood Bank Up Singer. Just following the chords. Pretty sick. No effects to that. Added a bass from a one-shot kit. Some good places to get bass. Flex has some acoustic basses, so if you go to all and type in bass, they have some good big one that you do like that. I don't know what it's called. It's like the boom, dum, dum, jazz bass. I don't know. But it has some cool ones there. I just like the tone of this bass from a one-shot kit, using the same bass notes as the chord. But we're going up to this F sharp because it's a 5th up. Using 5ths in your bass notes, like going from the root note to the 5th, can make your bass lines a lot more groovy. You can also use the 5th below. That's also fire. Use C sharp Same thing, use the fifth. C sharp again is the fifth. We're just jumping back and forth between that. I wanted to add a trumpet, but I couldn't find any cool trumpet sounds. I added my voice, right? This is what. They sound decent without auto-tune. Actually, do they? I don't want to embarrass myself. Ba 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 ba. I added auto-tune, put it in the key. Then I added this vocal chain I have. This is Blue Cat Patchworks. I use this for Pro Tools when I need to add a basic vocals to something. Some EQ, cutting out the lows, putting up some of the highs, and cutting out these frequencies. It should be relative to what your voice is. Added some compression. Probably should turn down the gain because it is clicking a little bit. Yeah, FL Studio has Fruity EQ, Fruity Compressor, and Fruity De-esser. So you can use those. This doesn't really need de-esser because I'm not saying any S sounds. I'm just saying ba 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 ba. For some reason, it reminds me of the Muppets. I don't know why. I added Timeless. This is a nice one. Filtered echo. And some reverb just to give it some reverb. I usually have two stacks. One to the right of the same thing. And one to the left. As you can hear, it's wider. Right? And then, what's this one? This is like a harmony, right? It's kind of like chords, right? If you were to program this in with a trumpet or something, you would make these chords, right? Dun 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 dun, right? And then you would add a higher one to complement that note. And instead of adding the effects individually to each of them, I added a bus right here, selected all of these, right click here, route to this track only, and then this track is routed to my master. Now for the drums. I have this drum loop, I think. I reversed it. It sounded like this before. Reversed it just to give it a different feel. Added some kicks. Kind of simple. 1 and 2. Added some like little perks and snares and stuff. This is the very basic Latin Afrobeat drum break. They're on the 4th little thing of the beat, and now halfway through the 2nd beat. And then it's usually ta 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 like this. Right, I had that, but I just took out that 2nd one and put these a little forward. Layered these on the 1st and 3rd one. Pretty simple. Added these snares. Those claps. A lot of these drums I got were from this Sango drum kit. I can't remember where I got this from, but it has some cool sounds. Use a lot of different percussion to just, and layering too, right? We have the hi-hat here, or shaker. This is just happening on all the ones, this metal thing. And then this is happening on all the off beats. That's what I'm gonna call them, because this is the off beat, this is the off beat, and then this is the pre-beat. This is the same metal pick reverse, just so it fills up more space. This is another drum loop I got. I stretched this one out. I think it was like this before. Just some cool ambience of people making music, you know? Only happens every 2 bars, yeah. That's hard. I don't know, it just gives it a little more movement. And with everything. Arriba! Is that racist? I don't know. So that's pretty much the beat. You just need to like layer some stuff, get some realistic sounding sounds, and then it's just the drums you use, right? You want that pattern, so 1, E and up. And yeah, that's how you make Latin beats. That's how you make Steve Lacy type beats. Hope y'all like this video. Let me know what types of beats you want to see next. Yeah, I'm leaving that there. Leave a like, comment what types of beats you want to see next, and subscribe. Peace. Some ice cream, 'cause it's summer somewhere. Ooh, let's grab a bite, little baby.
be grind.